Hello, 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 you guys. It is your girl Sunshine here with another one. Yes, how are you, my boos? I miss you guys as always, as usual. Welcome back. Today I'm doing a divine feminine reading. So let's get started. So the song that came up is by someone named Freddie Cole. I don't know if they're familiar to me. No idea. Um, Anyways, the song is "This Time I'm Gone for Good." Now, majority of the song, I just feel as if it resonates. There's a certain part, obviously, where he's saying girl because he's a guy singer, but I feel like it's divine feminine, saying this to a divine masculine. Okay, so the song it literally goes, it's like, I should have stayed gone when I left before, cause you do me wrong when we're together, but I keep coming back. Oh Lord. But when I leave this time, make sure it's understood that this time I'm gone for good. Many times I've left you, but I couldn't stay away too long. Thank God for the strength He gave me to leave home and be strong. When I leave this time, Lord, make sure it's understand. I feel like it should be understood, but anyways, it's understand that this time I'm gone for good. And they go on to say it's like it's been warm outside for me, but for me there's been no sunshine. So hard for me to leave, but I finally made up my mind. And it just continues to go on and on and on. And then it ends off with, the next time you see me, I'll be walking out that door. I'm gone. Now, when I went to go listen to the song, it was funny enough that and don't tea, don't shade to the relationship because I love them. I love their music. I love them. Um, Beyonce and Jay Z's picture was like underneath for the next video that was gonna come up. It wasn't an actual song; it was like a playlist or something, but it was an image of the two of them. So I felt that just from the lyrics of the person saying "I'm gone," maybe there was a situation where someone had cheated, because in real life, Jay Z and Beyonce, Jay Z had cheated on Beyonce. So I feel like the divine feminine in this reading could possibly be dealing with someone that did something, in the past that just wasn't forgivable. But you're moving on. So it's keeping up with the last couple of readings with the divine feminine of just trying to move on, being in her, her divine feminine power. So I definitely want to go on more of that. Another thing that I forgot to say, that when I was led to the song, it was 555 on the clock, and I was like, okay, so divine feminine is going through some changing around. When I was also connecting on the energy, I felt as if she may not, and we're going to say she just for, anyways, divine feminine, because remember, we both have the same energy. Guys and girls both have divine feminine and divine masculine, vice versa. Anyways, with the divine feminine, I feel like she hasn't fully forgotten the situation. It's still present clearly because it comes up. But she's okay and she's moving past it. It's like when other things come up, it just doesn't phase the divine feminine like it would have in the past. And look, we have here the Tower card coming out, and the Ten of Pentacles. So it could be this Tower moment that allows I just feel a sense of detached emotions. Like it's like finally cutting a cord or cutting a connection. I feel with the divine masculine, you're focusing more on you, and that's leading to a lot of success. We have here the King of Pentacles coming out. So two Pentacles energy here, major arcana situation here with the Tower card. So you're definitely kind of on the energy of Earth, the element, because wanting to have that stable ground, that basically not having to worry about the uncertainty of certain things. It's like you're getting to a point where you're gonna have, like, at the bottom of the deck, we have here the Six of Wands. Yeah, success, stability. You're definitely going through to another stage. So I'm so happy to hear that you are leading your way to success. I mean, it's a matter. It's about time, right? It's about time cutting away this energy. You don't want to. I still feel as if the divine feminine, like it's like it's. I don't feel a sense of a bad remorse. The person's like, it is what it is. That's what happened, and moving past. But there is a group of you that the person that did cheat. I do feel anger, a little bit of some anger still there, which makes sense. You'll go through the healing of that. We all go through it. I mean, like, to be cheated on, that's just like, you slapping me in the face. Like, might as well do it in front of everyone. Just slap me in the face. Um, but for those of you that don't have that situation where they cheated, I do feel as if you don't wish them bad or anything like that. You kind of just, I don't know. It's like an energy of like, I just don't give. I just don't give a fuck anymore. I just don't care. I just don't care anymore. And I'm moving past it. If a thought comes up, if a reminder comes up somewhere, it's just like, I don't give a shit, okay? But it still comes up. There's still a vibrational connection in it. We have here coming out the Metamorphosis card, Surrender, and Vibrations. So you're definitely going through a change, transformation. There's been a lot of surrendering and letting yourself kind of just go with the flow. I'm feeling very drawn to the smoke in the picture here, and I just realized I started recording. I was so ready to record your video that I didn't even realize I didn't even put on my mic. So I don't know how low or how loud I've been. Give me a second. Technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Anyways, so yes, definitely I feel like you're going through a change, you're going through a transformation, you're leveling up, okay? I just feel as if you're connecting more with yourself. And I feel like it's also you're connecting more with the divine feminine energy. I'm very drawn to the purples, the pinks, and kind of stuff in this the vibrations card. So I definitely feel like you're on to a nice little good path here, honey boo boo. Yes. Okay, so let's see. What messages want to come through? No, I want to pull from a deck that I don't seem to see right now. Okay. So let's see. What don't you see coming? There we go. What does the divine feminine not see coming into their life? Trusting intuition. So what I feel from this card of what you don't feel coming is you don't, it's almost like when you finally allow yourself to fully trust in your intuition, you're going to just be surprised by how powerful you are. Okay, how much just things are more in control than you think it is. It's just, I just feel a sense of, it's like you finally see your power by trusting your intuition more and understanding that that is your inner guide. That is the thing that you don't need anyone else to help you with. Is when you trust your own intuition and your own guidance, that's it. You don't need anyone else. You just have you, and that's it. And with her eyes are closed in the particular picture, and I just feel as if there's a sense of having to just have faith. It's like a leap of faith. I feel a sense of, like with the original tarot, the Fool card. Okay, So I feel like a sense of you taking a leap of faith of just like maybe you like try this one day if you want, okay. One day just say, okay, today every time my intuition tells me something, I'm gonna look a little bit more into it. I'm just gonna tap just a little bit more into it and see. Okay, if your intuition would be like, turn right, maybe just for a second, if you have extra minutes, just turn right and see, maybe it leads you to somewhere, right? Or if it tells you to, you know don't pick up the phone, or don't text this person, or whatever it tells you. I can't think of what I mean. For me, there's so many times where there's different stuff where I'll be like leaving and be like, yo, pick this up, and I won't know why, and I'm like, I don't need this, but I pick it up anyways, and then I see later on how that one particular thing happened to be something I needed, but I didn't know I was going to need it. Okay, so it's I blindly still took it because I'm like, okay, it means something, and it did end up being something I needed. Okay, so blindly trusting, and only you can tell yourself if it's what kind of message it is. Because I've had before, on a side note, I've had people ask me, like, how do you know when it's a message versus when it's not a message? And it's just, the more that you strengthen your ability to understand your intuition, to understand yourself, and understand what each symbol kind of means to yourself, you'll understand when there's something that's saying, hey, that's like your ego talking and fear talking versus your actual intuition telling you something and warning you and providing you guidance. So it's just about like building it. Think of it as a muscle. You're building that muscle. Okay, so let's see what's the best advice to help the divine feminine out in this particular situation, in regards to trusting their intuition more, allowing themselves to have the strength for this transformation. Lots of cards. So we have here enlightenment, openness, and illusion. And I could have sworn this came out in another reading. I just don't remember if it was the divine masculine or divine feminine that it came out in. But these cards, I know it came out recently, and it's the first recording I'm doing for the day. So it must have been another time when this came out. So you're probably still in the same energy of going through this. So we have here illusion. Avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. Enlightenment. When enlightenment, there is no separation. We recognize that we are one with divine. Openness, we have here, be open to accept divine guidance in your relationship. So remember, the vibration of love is in all aspects, in all relationships. That's friends, that's family, that's partnership, that's yourself, relationship with yourself as well. The more that you tap into, it also feels, it kind of feels like a little bit of like education with this book here. I'm very drawn to the fact that this person has the book open. Like, if you were to think about, when you want to know what a word means, you look it up in a dictionary and then you find out the meaning of what it says in the dictionary, right? I feel like it's the same thing with you for your intuition. It's like when something pops up and you get alert by it, and you should be able to know when something's going to come in. A thought, idea, a nudge, a feeling, butterflies, something's going to come in, and just take note of it and see what it could have been. Like, maybe just not do anything, just mentally take note of it and see what it could have been, and go with it. And I feel like the more that you kind of build on understanding when you're in what signal you're getting, whether it's to watch out for something or to trust this versus your fear and ego, I feel like that's what's going to allow you. It's almost like you have to keep track in a sense. I know I'm hearing someone like, yo, that's work. I know, but there's something in the sense of you like studying. Maybe it's about you doing research on how to trust your intuition more, how to strengthen it. Doing chakra work. There's a sense of education and studying that I'm getting from this openness card, and maybe asking other people around you, like, how do they know? And I just feel a sense of information is going to help you trust your intuition more. There's a sense of some you learning in a sense. Well, I mean, you also had a lot of pentacles showing up here, and that is also represents kind of like education. So you may be going back to school for something, or learning some way, some method you're learning somehow. It could also be when you're meditating as well. You're getting information and stuff like that. So there's a sense of kind of like education. I'm gonna leave it as education for this part. When it comes to the factor of trusting your intuition as well, you have to understand that things are happening for you, not to you. And a lot of times it's hard to say that. It's like easier said than done kind of energy. But if you really tap into situations that happen, you could find a lesson, a situation that teaches you something. And it doesn't always have to be necessarily bad, it can be good, right? So it's just about just tapping into learning the lessons from each situation. I feel like there's a sense of just dig a little deeper, just dig a little deeper, just tap into something a little bit more that you may have not tapped into before. Now, with the illusion card, there is something that you're possibly telling yourself, and when we keep going back to the fact of trusting intuition, maybe you've been telling yourself, oh, my intuition sucks, or it never tells me right, or something like that. Try changing the story of how you view it, of how you see intuition, how you see trusting yourself and your guidance as well. There's something about you kind of breaking free from an idea, a story that you've been telling yourself, of maybe why you can succeed, or why you can't go past a certain potential. But there is something in regards to that you've been telling yourself that you need to see quite a bit. Now, in every card that comes up, if you do happen to have a human being in the picture, you can't see any of their eyes. The surrender chick, she's looking up, can't see her. Chick over here, she has her eyes blindfolded. Homie can't, you don't even see his head in there. And then this girl over here, she's completely shadowed out, so you can't see as well. And then the vibration card, there's no images, no face of anything. Even the hands over here. So pretty much every card that shows up with a human being, there is a sense of not seeing their eyes. So I'm very drawn to bring that up, that there's something you're just not seeing clearly. Now, with the Tower card coming up, this could be the thing that allows the Tower moment, like the moment you do finally see, is when you have your Tower moment. But there's a sense of the Tower moment happening a little bit of more than once. I don't feel like it's just a Tower moment. No, I feel like you're going through quite a bit of a shift and a change. I'm drawn to the butterflies here as well. When you think about the journey a butterfly has to go to become a butterfly, with the caterpillar and the cocoon and all that stuff, right? It's a journey that you're going on, but you're headed towards like success. If you look at this card here, I don't know if you can see the little dot sparkly thingies, but it's like leading to the moon. It's leading up. So I just feel as if it's almost like no more downhills. You're going up. There's a sense of rising that I feel coming out, which is so dope. Okay. Let's see. Divine Feminine, is there anything that you need to know in regards to love for your love life? Can we get some? I just saw Soulmate and Deception at the bottom of the deck. At the split, I should say. Which I think it goes back to the song that I came from earlier, from that Divine Masculine. But let's see, what can divine feminines see for the future in regards to love? What do they need to know in regards to love? Love. What does the romance angels want to say? This could be the one you've already met, a romantic partner you seek. So there could be someone in a sense of a friend that you have around or a coworker, but you have interacted with a person that could be the one. I want to get a little bit more than you could be the one, because I feel like you have people around you. You have here religious factors coming out. Your love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. I feel that in a sense of, back to the illusions, maybe there's a certain idea of how you see love or how you viewed love as, or what a real relationship should be. Go back and ask yourself. Maybe even something as simple as, example, oh, you've always thought about having a fairy tale wedding. But when you go back to it, when you were a kid, you may have watched a show or a movie or something that made you think that that's how love is supposed to be, and you're supposed to have this prince come and rescue you on a horse or something, like, just something, right? We all have our story, what we see love as in our little fairy tale. Sunshine has her own. Okay. We all have one. So I feel as if there needs to be maybe an evaluation back of how do you view love. Maybe the environment you grew up around, how was that? People around you, how were their relationships? So there's a sense of maybe some laws and rules that were set in place that need to be adjusted or reviewed again, updated, upgraded. Okay, we have here, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And we have here, flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. So I feel with the when I did the split, and then the card that this could be the one, and then deception, I feel like that could be the red flags of this person. Sorry, this could be the one. It wasn't that card, it was another card. I think it was the reconciliation card. But I feel as if this person, this divine masculine, even though you're not done with them, even though you're done with them, they're not done with you. I feel a sense of them trying to come back in the reading, because I did see a card that was like trying to kind of trick to come out, but it didn't. If I can find the card, I can show you. I should have pulled them out at that point. Yeah, so there was the deception card. And it was that card. It was calling in your soulmate and deception card. Okay, so with the calling in your soulmate, okay, your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help you bring you together, okay, when it comes to you getting into vibration with your soulmate. I feel like when we talked about what I was saying before about the religious factors of and paying attention to the red flags, I feel like you may have told yourself that that person from the past could have been the one, and that was it, and there would be no one else maybe better or like them again. And it could have been because you guys had a flirtatious kind of energy coming through here. But this person, I mean, you're walking away, so I don't feel, well, we asked in regards to love what was still coming up. So clearly, once again, I do feel like this person's in your vibration, because these two cards showed first, okay, deception and calling in your soulmate. Okay, so I feel like whoever you thought was your ideal partner, or who you wanted as ideal partner, I feel like maybe that's what's being changed, and you're just going through that, and you're learning, you're studying, you're like, okay, this person did this. I don't want a person that, I want a person that communicates. I want a person that's loyal, because that person before didn't communicate. They weren't loyal, right? Just whatever. I just feel a sense of taking time to go to the drawing board and it making you become a different version of yourself, because there's just a sense of I'm so fixated on the studying and leveling up. It's like studying and getting the information. It's like after you go through a course and you've studied and you go through it, you now have more information, you've learned more. So I just feel a sense of you're not going to allow a situation like this or anything like that to ever happen to you again, because you're going to be changing, having different boundaries, having different things, and trusting yourself more. Maybe your intuition was telling you a person wasn't right for you, but you may have said but, or added a story to keep it justifiable. And we all have that at some point or the other, but I feel like when it comes to your love life, this person is just still in your energy, even though you're letting them go, or you want them gone, you're leaving, whatever situation. This person is still going to be in your love life energy for quite a bit. I feel like they're going to be lingering somehow, some way, when it comes to love. But when you're going through this surrendering period, because you're letting this go and you're going more to yourself, it's like you're almost like you're not even going to even be focusing on love anymore, because this needs to be released fully. Because I do feel like everyone is at a different journey when it comes to this energy for love. But I wanted to see future love. I wanted more than that. I don't want the past person. I don't want the past person. I want to see. Okay, let's go back to tarot. What you can expect when it comes to love. Not in regards to this divine masculine that you're leaving. We have your old wounds. I'm trying divine feminine, but it doesn't want to show. Okay, it doesn't want to show. Let's try. Okay. After the old wounds are gone, we have here Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, that. I wanted to say Empress energy. So I really just feel as if that you're not really going to be focusing on love for another person. You're going to be focusing on love for yourself, getting yourself to that Empress energy, even more defined than you already are, learning to trust your intuition, learning to not let a situation that, whatever your story is, or a situation that occurred with a divine masculine, you're never going to let that happen again. You're learning these lessons and you're coming out stronger. Even though you're going to have these tower moments and these shifts and these changes, you're allowing yourself to go through it, and you're doing it, I want to say beautifully, even though it's not that pretty, because it is painful, right? But at the same time, it's like you're doing it like a G. Like other people, if they had to go through it, they would be like sobbing on the floor, kind of thing. Like it's just the way that you're going about it. You're very fierce, is what I feel coming through here. But with your love life for now, when you're going through this whole stage, it's not going to be really something that I feel should be focused on, other than within yourself and letting this person go. Because this person is like almost like you're going to get a couple of steps and then boom, you get a reminder somehow. Their name pops up. They call you. They text you. They somehow find a way. You have a mutual friend and you see a post with them in it, and whatever. There's just gonna be certain things that will come up, but you're gonna keep pushing through. You're gonna keep pushing through. And remember, even the song. Let me go back to the song and the lyrics. So there was even like a point where they talk about God and like trusting, right? So we have here the line says, "Thank God for the strength He gave me to leave." Okay, and it continues to go on and to still be strong. So I feel as if in those moments when they show up and they whatever, it's like you're gonna keep having the faith. You're gonna keep staying strong. Like, no, that's wrong for me. I'm leaving this behind. Boom. Because I just feel as if there's gonna be certain things that you can't control of this person being brought up in some way or the other. And even it says, there was even another point where it goes, when I leave this time, Lord, make sure it's understood that this time I'm gone for good. Right? So it's just like give me the strength to never go back. Make sure it is known I ain't coming back. So whatever they try to do, whatever, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna pull you down. Okay, you're not gonna go back into the loop in the same cycle over and over. You're going to be like, deuces, good riddance, forget me, bye. Okay, um, guys, we're gonna leave it at that. Um, I love it. I love the stage you're going to, because it is dope, because you're just shedding this old wounds, this 5 of cups. You're no longer looking at that, as they say in the analogy, for this card, the spilled milk. No, you've already cleaned up the milk. It ain't your problem. You dash away the cup because you don't need it, because you're getting a new one. Right? So there's just a sense of keep having the faith, keep going through all this stuff to just keep leveling up, and be strong, because you are. Okay, you are. And I feel like more and more your confidence is going to build as you keep going through this path and this journey. You are on the right track. Yes. um okay, anyways, guys, until next time, it's your girl Sunshine. Deuces.